I feel like it's more instinctive, just knowing what you got to do to make that man miss. When you get those one-on-one battles, you know you got to make him miss. So, I mean, that's your job. Yeah.
What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys Fan Talk, right back. Like I never left, what's going on with y'all, man? The draft is getting closer. Tea leaves are being dropped. Ideas are being floated. And Mel Kiper, one of the draft, let's call him a draft legend. You know, whether you think he watches all the film or not, he does have connections. And that's why I'm making this video. Mel Kiper has now mock drafted Omarion Hampton to the Cowboys 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row. I don't know what else to tell y'all, but he has talked to someone. This is not just a hunch. Does this mean that we're definitely drafting Omarion Hampton? No. But what I want you to know is that Omarion Hampton is 100%, in my opinion, before somebody go in my comments, you don't know what you're talking about. It's either going to be Omarion Hampton's not worth the pick, it's a stupid pick, or we can trade back. No, sometimes you got to have the courage of your convictions, like the Lions had with Jahmyr Gibbs, and you go get the player you want. Omarion Hampton's one of those players. Yes, Ashton Jeanty is probably the best back in this draft. But Omarion Hampton is not like chopped liver. He's not like, yo, how could you do that at 12? Game changer. Contact balance, top end speeds, 4.40. RAS score looks like a green lawn. Everything is green. Everything is green. Splits, 40 yards, arms, length, like strength. Everything is good on the RAS score. So he has all of the measurables. He has the film to back it up. He now has Mel Kiper to back up the fact that the Cowboys are at least considering him. At least considering him. Out of everything going on, the Cowboys are like, I mean, Hampton would be a great addition. That's where we're at. I love every bit of it. You know, we've had this conversation over the last couple of weeks. Weapon versus trenches. And you got people out here that just definitively, I was talking to my brother Lou Takes earlier, did a show that's coming out soon on his channel. Go check that out. Go subscribe to Lou's Takes, I'm sorry. And we're talking about what's the thing the Cowboys need the most. He thinks the missing piece is a trench player. He thinks that Tyler Booker or somebody like Simmons out of Ohio State could really change this team. I think a dynamic, game-changing offensive weapon can change this team. And there's going to be debates over the next couple of weeks. You got the Golden Tribe that's forming. You got Emeka Ibuka. Everybody thinks he's just solid. You know, not that he's game-changing. He's just solid. Good blocker, good catcher, route runner, stuff like that. Build. You got Luther Burden, who's just like a live wire and a dog. You know what I'm saying? You got Ashton Jeanty, who is just like the prototypical running back. Perfect size, weight, speed, like everything. You got Omarion Hampton, who is one of the better prototypical running backs. People are calling him baby Derrick Henry. if you're going to be compared to anybody, let it be Derrick Henry. You know, now people might say he don't run like that. I think Omarion Hampton is a tank, an absolute tank. He just looks physically, he fits the part. I saw him at the combine just wearing a t-shirt. No diddy. Just look solid. And we don't got a lot of those players on this team. I'm sorry, when Rico Dowdle got off the bus, she was like, okay. All right. You know, when Jalen Tolbert and them weren't warming up, you're like, okay, it's going to be an easy day. You know, and I know you're tired of me following him, but it is what it is. My point is, we need some more game changing. We need CeeDee Lamb to not be like, yo, it's on me, man. I can't sprain my ankle. He hurt his shoulder AC joint last year. CeeDee Lamb didn't feel like he had the wherewithal, the room to just take a game or two off. He just played through it. We need to add something to this room. And I'm not even just talking about a running back. I'm talking about a receiver too, whichever order we get him. But Omarion Hampton being mocked to the Cowboys 3 times in a row, that stands out to me. That stands out to me. Let me read this real quick. Let me bring this up. Because Mel Kiper mocking him to the Cowboys 3 times in a row. Let me read what Mel actually said about Hampton, so you guys can understand that this ain't a fluke. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second. I'm bringing it up on my computer. This is happening on the fly. Even though this is recorded, this is happening on the fly. Y'all gonna just roll with me. Okay, Omarion Hampton being mocked to the Cowboys 3 times in a row. This is Mel Kiper's words. I was torn here, as I think Dallas will look at all offensive playmakers. Like I was just saying, it needs a difference-making wide receiver 2 to take some of the load off CeeDee Lamb, like I was just saying. But I'm not sure Texas' Matthew Golden or Arizona's Teturi McMillan will go quite this early. I mean, I don't know. They can go this early. Instead, I see the Cowboys trying to improve the run game, which managed 4 yards a carry in a league-low 6 touchdowns last year. Do I need to explain why we need to run? We had 6 rushing touchdowns last year. They have thus far replaced Rico Dowdle. Good luck, Rico. With Javonte Williams, former Bronco, and Miles Sanders, former Panther and Eagle. Neither new back has the home run ability of Hampton. We need a home run hitter who can score through holes and take off despite his 221 pounds build. I've never been an advocate of a first round running back. He's saying it, but team owner Jerry Jones isn't afraid to address the position day one. Now, pardon my bad reading. It is what it is. Hampton would be a great pick. I know you got the do not take a running back week 1 tribe out there, and they keep fighting the good fight. I'm not that dug in my stance. I want a playmaker, and I want to have the courage of my convictions, the gumption to go out there and do it. It don't matter where you take them. I'm okay with taking a running back and a receiver, or a receiver and a running back to back. I don't care what the world is saying. The Cowboys need to stop worrying about value charts and is this enough value and stuff like that, and just be ready to go get what they need and who they need. Mel Kiper doing this 3 times in a row and this being his final mock draft, that means he's putting a stamp on it. And I think it literally is up in the air. I think it's 3 players the Cowboys are considering. Ted McMillan, Matthew Golden, Omarion Hampton. Obviously, Ashton Genty's in there, but I think Genty's just going to be gone. If Genty falls to us, then we'll respond accordingly. But right now, I'm telling you, it's those 3. And Omarion Hampton at 12, whether y'all think I'm crazy or not only is it in play, you need to start wrapping your mind around it, because it just might happen. But look, I ain't tripping. Get Dak Prescott some weapons, let that boy cook. It's your boy, Mr. Rome. I wouldn't be mad at Hampton at 12 at all. Let me know in the comments what you think. Would you take Hampton at 12, or do you think it's crazy? I ain't gonna trip. I ain't gonna come in there and hate on you. It's that time of year where everybody's ideas is right. I don't want to be right. I want the Cowboys to get it right. I holla.